Linwood, California, 25 miles to the south of Los Angeles. Nothing much ever came from Linwood, known primarily for the manufacture of aluminum foil and nasal decongestants. For a boy growing up in Linwood, the future seemed no brighter than the future of those before him. In fact, there was little to suggest that out of this provincial setting would come a young man and a musical revolution that would captivate and change the world. Alfred Matthew Yankovic was born October 23, 1959. He was born in the elevator on the way up to the delivery room at St. Vitus Hospital, certainly a prophetic beginning for a young man's rise to the top. Al's parents, Nick and Mary, were two simple, hard-working folks, just trying to make ends meet. After a hard day sorting sprinkles at the local Dairy Queen, Mary would spend hours folding and unfolding the laundry, an activity no one could ever quite explain. More years passed. Like the warm winds following a sumptuous chili dinner, Al attended Linwood High School, a school noted for its famous alumni, including Fernando Lamas, Benny Goodman, and Leon Spinks. Al was an excellent student who seemed to enjoy his studies. He took great pride in his schoolwork and actively participated in extracurricular activities.
How could I forget Al Yankovic? He was pretty weird even back then. I remember his shop project was an electric wiener warmer. Oh, it was a real work of art. It had beveled edges, and it was brushed metal, and had Bakelite handles, and the hot dogs, they were supposed to revolve around a little aluminum carousel so they'd cook evenly. And it even had a brass tray at the bottom to catch all the natural juices. Well, when the day came for Al to try it out, he insisted on using only all kosher 100% beef wieners. Well, I would have given him an A, but well, when we plugged the thing in, the power surge blacked out all the electricity in the school and everything else within a 6-block radius.
Do I remember Al? He would always wear those Hawaiian shirts, and I remember one day. This is very funny. One day, the funniest thing hit me right in the middle of class. I said, Al, you know those colored shirts you always wear? You know, they remind me of the dorsal coloration of the speckled-bellied salamander.
During the summer of his junior year, Al's father got him a job at the Schuckman Pharmaceutical Company as a quality control tester in the nasal decongestant division. Al graduated high school and attended the California Polytechnic State University at San Luis Obispo. This hallowed institution, nestled in the foothills of the Santa Lucia mountain range, provides an excellent atmosphere dedicated to higher learning. It was here that an eager Al Yankovic embraced academic life. He selected architecture as his field of study for its long tradition of design, aesthetics, importance to Western civilization, and, as Al himself would later admit, it was listed first in the school catalog. During the course of his architectural studies, Al's innate talent blossomed with ambitious, creative designs. This daring concept was featured in the magazine of modern design, Burgeropolis, the city of the future. But all work and no play makes Al a dull boy. He continued to charm his way into the hearts of many young co-eds who even then found his natural panache and sense of humor irresistible. But even with Al's blossoming architectural endeavors and amorous adventures, his main love continued to be music. It was at his college radio station, KCPR, where his taste in music and his unusual behavior earned him the nickname that was to stick with him from then on.
All right, looks like it's gonna be another record record-breaking show. You got Weird Al on your radio. Up, it's instant request time. Hello, KCPR. You want to hear You Light Up My Life by Debbie Boone? All right, another instant request.
Oh, well, everybody's heard about the bird. Bird, bird, bird. The bird's a word. Oh, well, a bird, bird, bird.
I hadn't really had any experience in pop management before. I'd had some degree of success with Brickman's Poodle Review and the Flying Manzini Sisters. You're probably familiar with them. As well as some success marketing certain specialty merchandise. But I never really managed a pop artist before that day I went down to Mickey's Bowl-orama and saw Weird Al performing. From the first moment I heard him, I knew he was going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Barry Cohen convinced Weird Al to put up his own money to make a test pressing of Another One Rides the Bus. Barry assured Al he had the right connections to make him famous.
Listen, how long have we known each other? I told you gotta order 6 sets of the personalized grapefruit knives in order to get the free Happy Face auto air freshener. Okay, we'll talk. From now on, every customer gets one of these. I mean, you never know who's out there. So, Al, let's talk promotion. I got this plan that absolutely can't fail.
Barry, Brickman's here. He wants his check.
Al, would you excuse me for a moment? Carl, how are you? Look, you know checks can only be issued on the 17th of the month.
I know, but Fifi needs a manicure and a shampoo, and Griselda's cotton needs new sequins. You know, the little blue one you love so much.
Yeah, I know. Listen, we'll take care of it. But first, I want you to meet our newest member of the little family. Carl Brickman, canine trainer, showman extraordinaire. Meet Al Yankovic, king of rock and roll accordion and future music legend.
How do you do, young man? Barry, these things can't wait. The show must go on. I must get prepared for my next performance. Oh, Fifi, no, don't do that.
Listen, I'll talk to you later about that gig at the Cuyahoga County Fair, okay?
What about the deli platter for my dressing room?
Oh, yeah. Well, I spoke to the promoter personally, and he assured me that the cold cuts will be fresh, and that he'll cut the cheeses in the little triangular shapes that you like so much.
Okay.
Yeah, see you later.
Don't forget.
See you later. We'll talk.
Yeah.
What a nut. I love that guy.